Hey, we got our first Duelist Nexus buyouts. It's almost like I said this was gonna actually happen. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. Now, we've had about 24 hours for Duelist Nexus to roll on through here, and just like the thunder that is happening outside right now, we are going to be checking in and seeing the dramatic price swings that we've seen out down here. Now, Magician of Bonds and Unity has actually swung down to $270 right now, which is actually not too terrible. Revolution Synchrons have dipped underneath the $200 mark, which I'm not really all that surprised. Emperor Charles the Great at $90. Purely North still holding about $144. I'm not all that surprised. Keep in mind that all these ratios, by the way, I mean, you got 46, 30 for the Revolution, 40 the Nor at 30, 22 on the Crimson Dragon here, and then the Unchained got 34 listings, actually kind of going up a little bit, 125. Viscus here at 135. The Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast at 85. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. $70 on Lars, and then the Cosmic Quasar at 92. All these have pretty decent quantities on the market, honestly. There's nothing too worrisome on the front page of this, but gets more and more interesting. Hey, look, 41 listings at 76. Those are pretty well stocked. 72 on Arhima, Altergeist, 57, pretty well stocked. Angelica, 73. Almace, 50, and spinning down Hitas, 65 with 40. And 44 on the Sakojin Dark Corridor, $60. Sleipnir, 67, 68 from 80. Somebody's trying to fire sell. Box is down to 62 already. Alright, like, people are just getting rid of it. They're dumping it with the quickness. And then, of course, Nightmare Magician, 49. Fusion Armament, 50. Revolution Synchron, 40 listings. Wait. A Secret Rare has 40 listings? Is that indicator 1? Yes, it is. They are holding 58 now. I did say if you were here, Friday morning, right, as things were coming out of the gate, you could have got them at 42 to 44, and then they hit the $50 mark, and then they long since bumped up since then, which is very, very interesting. The Divine Domain here, $47 with 50 listings. Demigod, 38 listings at $38, and Crystal God Tistina back here at 34. Crimson Dragon Sneak Peek still at $30. 42 listings of Crimson Dragon, $16. Dark Corridor, $10, $11. Let me get down here to buyout number 1. Congratulations, Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast, 9 listings. I talked about an ultra rare in the set could potentially bump up. And, here we are. It's because you can quick effect revive something in Labyrinth if you really want to. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other applications with this. But, if you're playing Punishment, you can drop this off of it, laugh at your opponent, get the free revive. And plus, I mean, Chimera, the Illusion Archetype was a massive budget deck. People look at budget cards, and I mean, they kind of lose their mind. I don't really blame them. So, buyout number 1, if you really want to count the Revolution Synchron, quantities as well, they're not doing good. That's for sure. I find it very interesting to see that ultras are bumping up. Now, you get back here to like the back end of the secret department. Most of these are pretty bad. $8, $9 for this. 59 listings, pretty stock. Sinful Spoils at $8.50. Now, interestingly enough, the Taku Sano Shinkoji here, 26 listings. Kind of interesting. It's kind of low. And then, of course, 56 listings at $6. The Noble Arms Museum at $4. Slipey at the $5 mark. The Nightmare Magician has 41 listings. It's hilarious, but it's $4 to $5. Charles at $4. Lars 61. Poor Nor has 108 listings. Nobody wants this card. There's just so much demand for it right now. Not much demand. The Tistina got 100 listings, 100 listings. Man, I love these 100+ listing cards. This is hilarious. You can tell how much faith the community has in the Tistina stuff if it's just shelving it this hard. This is the point that I would look at my Tistina cards and go, all right, we're gonna risk this for the biscuit. You take the gamble on it and see if it pans out. I almost feel like, because when you're seeing things that low on the market, the immediate turnaround value is usually danger. You want to make sure that you can get to it. And as per usual, TCG player is doing the TCG player things out here. I mean, once again, Testina stuff, if you're paying what, $4 to $5 per a core, obviously it's going to be a little bit more in certain things. It's definitely something to really consider out here for the pickup. You're probably not getting the Testina core for $5. Probably more realistically, 10 to 15. Man, even the Gazelle and the Chimera Fusion, actually 50 cents plus. Okay, now I do want to show you something funny back here. As of earlier when I checked this, there were 2 QCs that had not had any actual sales yet. Let's see if they've actually moved. Oh, nope, it's just one. The Noble Arms Museum has not moved, which means Almace actually moved. These are $62 and spinning down. So yeah, that's where we're sitting right now with Duelist Nexus on the back half of the wrap-up here. So in comparison, I wanted to just kind of take a look at 10,000 Dragon here for a second, because this card has had a, it's been spinning down a little bit. I mean, we're granted economy situation and everything. Sitting on $1,000 cards isn't exactly ideal, but you have been seeing there have been no sales on this thing in like a month and a half, and I perfectly understand that. Now it looks like everybody is trying to dump these, trying to entice somebody to want to come in and pick these up, and understandably so. The bonds of Magician and Unity, I think, is going to continue to fall. It's not a 10,000 Dragon by any stretch of the imagination, don't get me wrong, but it's what we're looking at here for the most part, so not all that surprised. The Thrust, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hi Thrust, I see that we had a spin down and then a spin right back up here, $82, $80, $80 here, 82, well, you got one cheap one, 82, 84, 86, 83, 87. You know, let me tell you, for the most part, for all of this, I don't know what it is about this card, but you know, for the most part, the way that this, you know, tends to be an applicable crazy metagame piece, I'm not surprised to see that it's doing its thing. I mean, you do have the Alti in contention out here for, you know, value kind of pushing for this, but that's kind of what we're seeing here at this stage. So, very, very interesting. Continues to go up. Artorias. I'm glad to see that the Platinum Rares have calmed down a wee little bit. To be fair, $18 is still a little bit crazy. The Altis, 31. Oh boy. Looks like 31, 35. Yeah, 35. God, these are so expensive. On up to 40. It's crazy just looking at this card. Like, how much? Like, you've got sales all the way up through. People really want to play their Noble Knights. Like, I am genuinely surprised at how much love this deck actually has with the community and how crazy people are with wanting to play this right now. Oh, man. You know, even like Sacred Noble Knight King Artorias here, $5. Even the gold rares have gone up for the Artorias department. Interesting. And of course, no 125th participation mat. I think this is one of the coolest mats in the game, but interesting to see. And of course, you know, it's just not a hilarious fun time unless Aqua Dolphin is doing things. Look at the speed up here on Aqua Dolphin. $8, $8, $10, 9, 10. 10. Yeah, wow. You know, the Aqua Dolphin from Battles Legend. This is not something that, like, that people were like, oh boy, you know, Battles Legend Aqua Dolphin, that's bulk. If you got this card right now, you're not bad off, honestly. So, time to go through the bulk and kind of see what's going on with these. I also wanted to pull up some Judge Field Centers here. Not a lot of people know that these are a thing. I mean, you've seen the UDS Field Centers out here, but the Black Rose Field Center, 50, 40, or 53. Interesting. See, we have the Apprentice at 70, and then, of course, the Generator, Hella. Very, very nice. But the value spread between some of these, I mean, it might not be the craziest available out there, but it's definitely something. And then, of course, I don't know if you've looked around, like, some of the UDS stuff that was available back in the day. The UDS mats are pretty expensive. There's the UDS Judge tokens kind of float around. The Stratos Field Center has gotten very expensive over time. Also, the Speed Duel coin. I don't know how many people actually, you know, think about this, but these are $20 on today's market. That's not crazy. 2015 trophies. I don't know how many times people, you know, think about trophies, but seeing, you know, these floating around on the market, their trophy designs every year get more and more interesting. A little bit of an expensive piece here, $276, but not bad. And then, of course, we have the National Championship first place trophy from 2015 here. This one's a little bit more expensive. I actually like the other trophy a little bit more, but just the little things you find interesting out here in terms of the market. So what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment about, tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.